Hey, what's up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a fun little foundation tips video for you guys. So while you're watching, don't forget to subscribe to subscribe to my channel, like the video down below, and comment what you want to see. Comment what tip you already use or what tips you don't know yet and just learned. So yeah, I'll see you in the video. So I have my headband on and I'm ready to go. So the first tip I have for you guys is to get a good primer. Now, the primers that I like to use are the Makeup Forever Step 1 primers, and I use the hydrating one and the smoothing one. I use the hydrating one around the perimeter of my face, and I use smoothing on my T-zone area. And with these, you don't want to use too much primer, because if you use too much primer, it can actually work against you, and that is not good. It will make your skin oily. So you have to use just a very little amount, and I will start by doing that. It just gives a really nice, like layer for you to work your foundation in on. So I'm going to go in with about that much of the hydrating primer. I'm going to rub it in, work it in my hands, and take it in downward motions around my face. Sorry if I'm looking over there, that's where the viewfinder is. Do you guys like that I'm using a better camera today? I'm so excited. Alright, now I'm going to take the Step 1 smoothing primer and I'm going to go ahead and do that on my T-zone. The right thing is finding a good combination for you. Now I have very dry skin, but I can get a little texture around my nose and my, I'm just taking about that much of the Makeup Forever smoothing primer. And I can get just some texture under my eyes and around my nose, and it's really good to put on dry spots, I think. So I just put it under my eyes, nose, on my chin a little bit, bring it up here a little. And that's what I do for my base. If you are completely dry without texture, I would recommend going in with just a Step 1 equalizing primer, or maybe Max Strobe Cream, or if you want a cheaper kind, the L'Oreal Magic Lumi primer is good for hydrating your skin. And smoothing wise, the Baby Skin by Maybelline is a good drugstore smoothing primer as well. So the next tip I have for you is this next tip is, I use this so much on my channel, it is my Fix Plus. I always go in after my primers and I give my skin a little spray, because it really brings a good hydration to my skin, and it makes everything blend out together a lot better in the long run. And honestly, everyone should invest in this because it can make your foundation look flawless. So now I'm going to go in with my foundation. Now it's important that you find a foundation that works for you. I'm not going to sit here and say y'all need to use the foundation that I use because it's the only good one out there, but no, that's not how it is. I personally use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick right now. I did use the fluid, and I'll probably go back to the fluid after I get done with this. But this is just easy to travel with, everything like that. And I'm in school now and I come home a lot, so it's a lot easier for me to use this one, and it works well with my skin, so that's why I use that. But you need to find something that works with your skin. So if you're oily, maybe try something like Tarte Amazonian Clay, because that can really absorb the oil and it will have a good finish. So, or if you're really dry, I used Born This Way, and it worked really well with my skin because it had coconut water in it, and that's really good for your skin. So it's just, you have to find the perfect foundation for you. Who texted me? Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put my foundation on. Now you grab your foundation and you do yours too. like someone's actually doing their foundation along with this video. So now that I have that on, it is important to know what type of brush or sponge your foundation works with. Now, Make It Forever, the stick works way better with a brush than it does a sponge. It's actually meant to be used with a brush, and the other one's supposed to be used with the sponge, the fluid is. So you should know, you should try to figure out what, which one yours is. And just go from there. Basically, a brush will give you fuller coverage, and a sponge will give you a more natural coverage. And I'm definitely going for more coverage today, so I will be using this brush. And so now you'll have to go on to a concealer, and my personal favorite concealer is the Urban Decay Naked Skin, and I think that's a lot of people's personal favorite concealers because it is so good. And I actually apply mine with a brush as well, and I'll be using the Morphe 439 foundation brush. I just started doing this because I noticed that using a sponge under my eyes could sheer out the concealer, and that's not what I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drag that in a triangle under my eye. I'm actually just going to blend that out right away. Just by pouncing it into the skin with the brush. Bringing it up onto the eye as well, so it can act as a primer for my shadow. And just repeat on the other side. Twitter. Follow me at MayK17 LOL. So I'm just gonna continue to blend that all out. And then just finish the concealing off with going onto my chin, my nose, and my forehead with a little on the Cupid's bow, because you know you gotta highlight that Cupid's bow. Now that probably looks really weird now, but trust me, it'll look a lot better later. Now, the next tip I have is to use a translucent powder under your eyes. My favorite right now is the Laura Mercier, but I am going to try out the no color powder later. This is what the Laura Mercier looks like. I love this packaging. So I just shake some out. Ooh, try not to get it everywhere. And I take this e.l.f. under eye setting brush. Well, actually it's a blush brush, but it works better for under eye setting. And I press it into the skin. Being sure not to rub like this yet, because the concealer has not been set and you can disrupt it. And just set that everywhere that you put concealer. So now that we have that set, we can go ahead and set the rest of our face with whatever pressed powder you would like, or whatever powder you like to use. My personal favorite is the MAC Select Sheer Pressed Powder, or the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light, and I just think the MAC pressed powders are some of the best for setting your face. Not so much their foundations, because like their liquid foundations, yeah, I don't like those as much, but I'm going to be using the Morphe E3 brush to go ahead and focus. Go ahead and set. I don't know if that focused or not, but we're going to try. I'm just going to take that everywhere I did not put concealer. Actually, I'm going to put it like basically everywhere, so. Alright, now that I am done, I feel like I've looked over there a lot, but I'm going to try to look more at you because I'm just getting used to it. So now that it's done, I'm actually going to go back and spritz myself again with the MAC Fix Plus. So, now that I've done that, I'm going to hop off camera and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed these foundation tips to get a better foundation routine. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to name it yet, but that's what basically the gist of it is. If you liked it or you liked me, please subscribe down below. That would mean the world to me. And while you're down there, give it a like and tell me what you want to see in a future video. And be looking out for this eye makeup tutorial coming in a day or so. So, yeah. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.